You're welcome back to the Pulse and the Joy News channel on Multi TV. It's not time for sports, and I am obliged to do it in French today, but my French is bad. So let me try. Presenting a gentleman from Paris, from Ghana to here. Gary, good afternoon to you.
Did you hear the producer?
That's my version. Whether they like it or not, that's my version. But welcome back, sir. From the Euro finals, enjoyed it?
Yeah, it was good. I mean, great experience.
What else did you pick from that city of love when you were coming back?
Well, I think that they were ready for the games, and also, like I did in terms of the report the following day for Joy News, the city, I've never seen, I mean, when Ghana lost, you know, and was not able to win the AFCON 2008,
yeah.
People even partied because, I mean, after all, it was just football. But
yeah.
When France lost, the city sort of emptied.
Wow.
Of the French people. I mean, everybody sort of went to bed. It was
That's
that
sad.
bad. Yeah, it was unbelievable. I mean, it was just the Portuguese who were there.
Having a fun. But for you going in to watch a neutral, you know, not supporting any of the parties, but going in to have fun,
yeah, and
how's it for you?
That was the disappointment, because I wanted to experience the
French celebration.
Yeah, even if they lost, I thought that, you know, they would have something to do outside, but well, it wasn't to be. However, I mean, Paris obviously wasn't my first time. It's a great place, any day, anytime.
I saw that picture you took with David Moyes.
Yeah, David
What kind of conversation did you have with him? Is he thinking of
well, so you know, I did one of the reports I did was in front of the Eiffel Tower.
Yes.
So while we were looking for a spot to film from, we happened to see him.
Bump into him, yeah.
Yeah, bump into him there. So while I was setting up, and he had come on the ticket of UEFA, he was one of their technical study group handlers. So I was, hi David. It was a bit awkward because some of these people are a bit, you know, snobbish, but he was cool. I saw him taking a couple of pictures with people, and so of course, I mean, I
took a picture.
Over. I said, yeah, sure. Took a couple of pictures, and while the pictures were, I asked him, so what's up with him next? He said, oh, he's not here to talk about
his career and all that.
The job and all that. Right? I'm like, yeah, but what does he have to say about the new appointment for Jose at Man United? So, Jose is one of the most fantastic managers in the world, and so, I mean, big man, big club. He just, from his experience, if the club support him like they did for him, you know, things can go well, because Jose has the opportunity to spend, and we spoke for just about a minute or two. Yeah,
but it was good information he gave you there. But anyway, that's enough of Paris and what you did. The other things you did in Paris, we'll talk about later, Gary.
Well, a lot of food and drink.
Well, we'll talk about those issues later. But what else do you have for us today in sports?
Well, the Olympics are beginning. You know, it's like there's so much sport in 2016, isn't there?
Yeah.
So at first there was the African Footballer of the Year awards. I went to Nigeria for that one.
Yeah.
And then
the Euros in France.
But there's been Premier League, there's been Ghana Premier League, and now immediately there's going to be a lot of preseason. Can you believe that some of the clubs have already started preseason?
Yes.
And then, as if that wasn't enough, there was Copa America. Now the Olympics are about to begin.
Busy season.
There's so much happening in sports, and today we have one of the athletes who have qualified for Ghana to the Olympics in studio to talk to us about preparations.
All right. Take it away, Gary.
Right, so we'll be doing that. Team Ghana has geared up for the multi-sport event, but we'll be looking at it in detail after this. Right, today we are changing position, we are seated. Thanks for joining us on the Sport on Pulse. I'm Gary Al Smith, and the Olympics, after all the football, after all the boxing, we are building up to the Olympics. It begins on the 5th of August. However, 2 days later, the Paralympics will be also beginning, also in Rio. One of Ghana's representatives at the Paralympics this year will be a cyclist. His name, Alan Mumuni. You might have seen him here about 2 months ago when he was here to speak to us about the state of preparations, and he's here to update us on how Team Ghana is getting ready for the multi-sport event. Thanks for joining us, Alan.
Thank you.
Always a pleasure to have you here.
Thank you so much, and it's my deepest gratitude.
Yeah, you're always in the news for some of the things you do in terms of, you know, paracycling and all that. But we are now really just a couple of weeks to go to the big day. How expectant are you, first of all?
It's rather a little bit over a month. It starts from 7th of September.
Oh, September.
Yes, always is 2 weeks after the
games end.
The normal Olympics. Okay. Yes. Mentally, we are preparing. I and my colleague Charles Nate, who has left for USA 2 days ago to do his preparation there, and I hopefully will be leaving on Saturday 16th to also do my preparation in Tenerife Island, Spain. Yeah, Tenerife Island, Spain.
Why have you chosen Tenerife to do the preparations? Is it anything to do with the weather?
One is the route. Tenerife Island is known to be is known to be a city that has, or a town that has the highest climbs in the world, about 60 kilometers climbs, and that is one thing. Also, people supporting me, they have discounted us in terms of accommodation and feeding. So that has also contributed to me going to Tenerife Island instead of any other place.
Okay, so you're going to Tenerife. Just for the benefit of the doubt, you can't find any place as hilly and with such a route in Ghana, for example, like Tenerife.
Ghana we have, but not too much. And aside that, the nature of the route is different. And when you also talk of the drivers, the road users, it's not safe to be training here in Ghana for such an event. And aside that, I need to be out of the family a bit. To have some concentration.
Fantastic. Yeah. I mean, family is great, but sometimes family can be a bit of a distraction. When you see your people, you might want to eat some very heavy food.
You got to leave, rest very well, but at night a baby cries, you have to wake up. So
That makes sense. But going into the Olympics itself for Team Ghana, what are the state of preparations? Because we know that for some of the athletes, notably the swimmers and stuff, it's been very difficult to. I don't want to talk about money. We all know how it is. But in terms of the day-to-day preparations, because while the normal Olympics are going on, you would have what is an extra month to prepare.
Yes.
Tell us how you move from your training base in Tenerife in Spain over to Brazil. What's the timeline like?
Yes, Ghana will be having a national campaign, which I am not very clear with. But then that I believe that one might not be able to support me in the sense that the place that they may choose might not favor me. So I will be in Tenerife Island till 28th of September. August.
August, yes.
And when they are moving into the Games Village, then I move into Brazil. The Games Village, Brazil too.
Okay.
But if it comes that I have to come back to Ghana, maybe on the 30th, and then move on the 1st to Brazil, I will have to do that.
Right. So you are leaving Ghana pretty shortly, and you are going to try to get gold for the country. Anything you've got for your people, especially those in Tamale?
Yes, I wanted to, the people of Tamale, the people of the 3 northern region, and the people of Ghana, I wanted to do a ride in Tamale called Alem's Homecoming. But unfortunately, time constraint could not allow me. And immediately I come back from Rio, I will do that ride. And then before the elections, I will do a peace ride throughout the 3 northern regions, because in quote, it is known to be a place that people do not understand things. They guess a mere thing. We would you see it in different ways.
Volatile place.
Yes. So I'll do a ride to do a campaign to tell the people that look, election is just about choosing someone that you like. If you don't get that person, it doesn't mean anything. Forget about it and go ahead with your life.
Right. It's the 3 regions of the north. It's one thing that one of my journalism teachers drummed into my head. He always said, you don't say 3 northern regions.
Okay.
Because there's only 1 northern region, 1 upper east. So 3 regions of the north.
Of the north. Okay. Thank you so much for the correction. But I'm going to do my best. I'm going to train hard and do my best and then make my people, especially persons with disabilities and those rallying behind me, proud.
And make all of us proud. Thank you very much, Alan, for coming.
Thank you.
Thank you for joining us on the Sport on Pulse today. We'll be back with Prime later in the evening when I bring you the latest highlights from the day's sporting events. I'm Gary Al Smith. Later.